Hey guys, I wanted just to bring you guys a quick update on the big project. It is almost wrapped up. We actually had to re-pour this driveway yesterday from here up. Somebody drove a 30,000 pound lift over the edge of it and just shattered a pretty green piece of concrete, which is too bad because it kind of held the landscaping up. But now they have run of the place. They're going to be able to get the sod down hopefully within the next week or so. They had all the sprinklers pretty much locked up. And my boys wrapped up. I haven't gotten into detail with you guys about ACM, which is architectural composite metal. It's I'll show you guys a piece of it up close or a little sample here in a minute. And it's just the coolest product I've had the pleasure of working with on this project. The last two, super high-end houses I've done, we had a lot of brake metal, 063, 040 aluminum, anodized bronze or matte black are the things that are super popular on these houses these days. But if you get too big, aluminum expands quite a bit in the sunlight, so the oil can, which is kind of when they expand, they kind of dimple. And ACM is a real durable product because it's got a plastic core, and the aluminum is real thin on that core, so it keeps that oil canning from happening. It kind of makes it a little more structural. And what we've done here, it's kind of, the light sucks right now, I know, but like on all these eyebrows and the gutter covers and everything all the way around this house, it's all just ACM rain screen, which I'll show you a sample in just a second how that rain screen works. We kind of had to learn it on our feet. What's cool about it is it sort of takes metalworking and brings it into the arena where really good carpenters can actually be very good at it, because it's just origami basically. You take a router with a chamfer bit, it's got a 2mm flat spot on the bottom of the V, and you router out the back aluminum and the plastic core right down to that outside aluminum, the painted side, and then you just fold your pans and your pieces into all these shapes, and then it's got a really cool extruded aluminum fastening system that hangs it on the wall. And ultimately, a lot of metalworking guys said, oh, you got CNC machines have to cut this, it's got to be so exact. But when you got guys that build cabinets for a living, it's not actually that hard to be close enough, within a 16th, within a 32nd, when you're doing this stuff. So we were able to do all this at a far lower price than all the commercial guys, because that's basically when you see this product is on commercial projects and really high-end modern houses. So you can see we did these big eyebrows on this garage, and every one of our fascias all the way around the house, architectural band, like delineating the lower and upper floors, it's all ACM. And I'll kind of give you a few shots around the outside, and then I'll show you what it looks like. And then real quick, I'll take you inside just to give you kind of an update. Okay guys, I wanted to kind of show you up close what this ACM looks like. This is a matte black Alpolic made by Mitsubishi. It's like the best ACM. It comes in sheets that are 16 feet long by like 62 inches, I believe. So you can actually easily make two 4x8 panels, because it's a little over 16 foot. I think it's 16.4. And if you see how these work, I'm just going to show you. This is kind of what it looks like. This is our sample piece of the rain screen. They make dry seal, wet seal, and rain screen. The rain screen to me is the easiest way to go. I'm going to show you from the end. So what you do is you take these metal panels and you route to where you can fold them into a pan. You've got this extruded aluminum piece here that makes the joints between. These are starters on this end. And then you put the pan in, and it actually receives a little 1-inch strip of the ACM, so that in the bottom of the reveal, you have the exact same matching material. So it's really cool. I'll kind of freeze frame that while I'm talking, so you guys can kind of see how the profile works. But anyway, once you understand that, we made these pieces here. They're like 12-foot long pieces. They go like 2 foot, 4, 4, and 3, almost like 11 feet, whatever it is, all the way around this pillar. One big piece, super cool. And these two pieces were the biggest single breaks on the house. We've got the ones over here on the gutters. Those ones in the corner are something like 14 feet long, but obviously they're not as tall. So we did some pretty wild ACM work on this house. And like I said, we were trying to kind of self-taught. We really got into it with the Alpolic guys. And a lot of the commercial guys just send in a bunch of CAD plans and have it all cut out ACM, with a CNC. But that becomes almost impossible with all of this custom stuff, because there's just no way to know exactly what you're getting into. Obviously, all these fascias here are actually covering a regular gutter. So we actually had the gutters broken backwards, so the painted side's in. So when you're up in those windows up there, looking down, you actually just see black metal, gutter, and the unpainted side that's normally the water side is on the outside because we covered it up with this. So it's when you get into these kind of houses, it gets pretty wild. Some of the things we'll come up with just to make it as custom as you can ever imagine. So I'm going to take you guys inside real quick. That's all the ACM. I might show you what I'm doing at my own house with the scrap off this job, just rips that I hated to waste that are a foot wide that aren't really useful. And I've got some leftover glass that I had when I built my bedroom. I left a big corner that I'm going to use this glass in, and instead of buying extruded aluminum from for commercial glazing aluminum, it's really expensive. I made these little T-molds, and I'm wrapping it with ACM. And it's a pretty cool use of scrap that would otherwise be in the dumpster. It's not, as neat as this stuff, but it's looks-wise finished. It's going to be super cool. So I'll show you that by the end of the video. But in the meantime, I'm going to just take you guys in, give you a little update. Tons and tons of progress the last couple weeks. I think I'm literally just going to walk you guys through here and show you the Scavellini cabinets have been installed in the laundry. The backsplash went in this week, the full height backsplash with the I believe this is silestone. You can see we're being very protective because these lights are really cool, really high-end lights that we don't want to have dust everywhere. We're very close to being able to call it good. We've got a couple drywall repairs happening in here. So until that happens, we're going to leave things covered for dust. But the view rail guys have got the glass installed, the glass railing, which is exciting. Obviously, we've got all of our glass face Scavellini stuff still kind of packaged up, but this kitchen is pretty epic. The Thermador flush mounted fridge is fridge and freezers behind that, which again, so many cool things I can't really show you because they're wrapped up. We're getting ready to get the floating shelves done. Obviously, this is a crazy thing, but we're just trying to be very, very careful with all the high-end light fixtures that are kind of in harm's way. I'm going to still do an entire video on the large format porcelain because it's just such a cool architectural product. We've got the really cool light up here, which I'll link that video, not the hanging light, but the LED strips. We did a video on the install of that. But then I'm going to do another video on these stairs because these are all custom. View Rail couldn't have done this. It's going to have a cable rail in here. And the light, as soon as they touch up the ceiling paint, these are just the light. There's actually globes that hang on each one of these lights and they sort of spiral down the stairs. It's going to be super, super cool. These are the globes. They kind of look like the bean from Chicago, but they light up from the inside like a one-way mirror. Still going to do a cool video as soon as we get the lacquer on this door. 12-foot pivot door with Fritz Jurgen System M hinges. Obviously, we got this door. I've still got half a video shot from several months back of the construction of this door. We got to get it lacquered. I've got a really cool self-closing header going right up here, so that door will slide across this door. We are getting super, super close. Like I said, it looks like a mess, but within a few hours of pulling paper, this place is going to be looking pretty done. I do want to take you down real quick because the carpet got installed. I'm going to take you downstairs and show you the movie theater because it has turned out amazing. And keep in mind, the movie theater is not even on the plan. It was an afterthought because we had such a large crawl. But check this out. So that's going to be a 16-foot wide screen. It's got stadium seating. Obviously, we've got our walnut cladding on this wall and actually a walnut cabinet on this wall. Electronics rack is in there almost protruding out of the door. So all this stuff is so close, and I cannot wait to bring you some finished products. So yeah, the next couple weeks, we got, my electrician got these lights in too. They are super neat looking, lit up. So many of these lights are hard to imagine until you see them actually fired up. But if progress continues the way it has the last couple weeks, I'd say this house is going to be wrapped up within the month. And I cannot wait to bring you more finished product. The pool, which I'll link the video here, that's the one with the acrylic wall out back. It's actually up for some pretty cool hardware. Fingers crossed, as it was a pretty special build. Yeah, I'm excited to bring you guys all the news on the next training and some really cool pool builds we've got coming up this fall. We got a commercial pool that's actually got me really excited for a pool build more than I have been in a while. So yeah, I will see you guys next week.